Do you see anybody kind of stepping into, I know it's early, but do you see anybody stepping into kind of some of the leadership roles that were vacated with some of the departing seniors?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny. A lot of our leadership came from underclassmen a year ago. A lot of it. I mean, on offense, Christian and Hudson, McMahon, even EJ, even Lonnie Pryor's a good leader. You know, some of those guys have done some good things up front. And on defense, I think the same thing. I think you'll see some of those guys. I think Nigel Bradham stepping up, Kendall Smith's doing a good job. Secondary, Jenna Jay's done a good job. You know, I think you're seeing some guys that are stepping up on their own and really you see it in the mat drills, leading. And the good thing about it is they're all leading. I mean, there's a team, there's a unity, and a group of guys are trying to hold each other accountable.
And you guys made some changes to practice schedules in the fall. Are there any substantial changes for the spring compared to previous springs? Or?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you'll probably, the time on the field, now you'll get the same amount of reps, or more reps, but we know you're going to be on the field. If we go on at, I'm practicing, I'm going to say what, I think we'll be on the field at 3:25 when that'll start. So if we flex it, you know, we do 20 minutes of special teams meeting, an hour meeting, on the field 10 minutes, do 5-minute walkthrough, 10 minutes special teams walkthrough and flex, you start at 3:25. You're going to be done at 5:37, 2 hours and 12 minutes, you'll be off with the same amount of reps or more reps than what you're doing. So the tempo of practice will even increase. The reps will be equal or more, and everybody will get chances. There won't be no standing around. There'll be two groups going all the time, everything we do. So we won't be out there. Our meeting time will be able to go up, we'll be able to meet more, and then be on the field less, but with the same amount of reps, intensity.
About hitting, Jimbo. You hit more than you have the last 3 years.
We'll hit. No, we won't cut each other for a while, except in certain scrimmages, and we won't be a lot. We'll tackle, but there won't be a lot of scrimmaging every day. There'll be a lot more teaching, a lot of situational things, going through all the different types of coming out 2 minute before the half, 4 minute running out the clock, red area stuff, emphasis on all the different things. That'll be physical, foot up. You can play physical. You can be in shells, be physical and nasty, and knock the heck out of each other. You know what I mean? Won't do a lot of cheap shots on people. We ain't gonna do that. And how we're doing. We'll have the 3 major scrimmages on the Saturdays. That'd be the big time we hit the ground. The 8th practice, 12th practice, in the spring game, and everything else will be controlled situation scrimmaging, good on good all the time, and getting good people against the good people and going. We just won't cut, you know, cutting each other. And you get too many bodies. When your bodies get on the ground with people's knees, that's when you got to learn to practice up. You got to learn to hit up high, play up high, and practice the right way. Now, that don't mean you're not less physical. You're still knocking the heck out of each other. But being physical, putting your face on them. But the cheap shots, getting guys on the ground, that stuff, we won't do that. It's our team. I want them ready for the fall and coach them as well as we can.
Randy mentioned that he thought the school would do promote Christian for the Heisman, and I'm just curious on your philosophy on that, and like when
I think it's good. I mean, if a guy can handle it, if he can handle it within the team concept and not get it away from himself, which, you know, and put too much pressure on himself. You know what I mean? But Christian's a guy I think can handle that. I mean, he gets the big picture things. He's the image you want out there. He's the one we all want our sons to grow up to be like, have that image. You hope that's, you know, who they all are, and what he represents himself, his family, and this university. I couldn't think of a better ambassador.
You're all for it. I mean,
I'm all for it because you know why? He's earned it. He's earned it. You know, it's like Rodney Hudson for some of those awards and those lineman awards and things. Same guy. He's earned it. Those guys have earned it, and they do the right things. And I keep saying that we're going to reinforce the guys who do it right. We'll help the guys who don't. We're going to reinforce the guys who do. And the good guys are going to run the team, and that's the guys that will be rewarded for it.
Do you want to start the campaign early? Is he good enough, do you think, to compete?
I don't think there's any doubt he's good enough. I don't think there's any doubt he's good enough. And he better not slip, because that guy behind him will keep the pressure on him himself. That guy behind him is pretty daggone good, too.
How is his rehab going?
Going excellent. He's ahead of schedule also. He's out and moving his arm, and it's free, and you know, it's going, and I think we really made the right move by doing this, even though he does miss some of the spring. There may be even a thing, you know, he may be able to take a snap or two, you know, he could get some snaps and get some run stuff, and he could sit there and mentally train and do some things. We wouldn't be throwing, you know what I mean? But we'll look and see, maybe the end of spring or something like that. But there's another guy, you know what I mean, who does it right, and then he'll have the whole summer to be ready and healthy in the way they throw, and ready to come into fall camp, ready to roll.
How much did that impress you that he was able to go out and perform those last 4 games, even with those shoulder issues?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it shows those. when an athlete learns to, you understand something, you're never, I tell them, first day camp, and that's if you're lucky. First day, when I first meet them, I'm with them. Everybody feels good, everybody's happy, everybody's secure, your body feels good, yeah. Well, good, this is the last day it's ever going to happen. I mean, that's just a fact of football. And the guys who learn that they have to play banged and bruised, I mean, I'm talking about not to where there's a detriment to their health. But that's sport. That's sports, not just football, but especially football. But that's sports, and you have to learn to do that. And to go out there and put that behind you and show mental toughness and physical toughness, and that's pride. You know, I want to win. I want to do the job, and go out there and lead your team and win three out of 4 games. Win a big bowl game against a ranked team. Beat Wake Forest on the road. We haven't beaten 3 years. Beat Maryland on a come from behind with 2 minutes. A lot of people think their backup can play. We know ours can. We know ours can lead us and go where we need to go. And I was very pleased with him and what he did, and I don't think he'll do anything to get better.
Jimbo, that'd be a little bit of an interesting situation. Ponder could be right in the middle of the mix for the Heisman, and yet I'm sure you're going to want to give EJ every opportunity as well.
Oh, yeah, get him in there and find roles and do things for him. Yeah, and you know what's funny? 7 won't have a problem with that. Christian will not have a problem with that. I mean, he'll be whatever's for the team. And we'll give him a role within winning the game, if that's what we got to do. And I don't mean that in any slight to EJ. I mean, his role will be within what we have to do to win the game and do those things, because team comes first. Team always comes first over everything, and winning.
Willie Halstead, I mean, we talked a lot about his talent and everything, you know, but then didn't get a lot of opportunities to make plays in games.
You will.
That's
You're going to be he had a great off-season. He and Rodney Smith both had outstanding off-seasons. I mean, outstanding off-season. Big, strong, physical, can run, catch. Those guys are going to be, I'm extremely happy with where they are and what they're doing. I'll be shocked if they don't have great springs. I really will. Those guys above them better be, and they're doing good too, but they better be. Those guys are coming now.